Grab your lollipop and settle into your seat because today we're heading straight back to the dangerous streets of 1970s New York, home of a charismatic, bald, and undeniably stylish detective. In today's video, we're revisiting Kojak, the iconic crime series that defined a generation and became one of the biggest hits on American television. For 5 seasons, we followed Telly Savalas and his team from the 13th Precinct as they tackled crimes, confronted mobsters, and solved cases with plenty of charm, always delivered with that dry, unmistakable sense of humor. Today, we're going to look back at the lives and careers of the actors who brought unforgettable characters like Theo Kojak, Crocker, McNeil, Stavros, Weaver, and many others to life. We'll revisit their roles, their most memorable moments, and reveal how they changed over the decades. If you're a fan of classic TV and nostalgia, this video is for you. So without further delay, let's dive into the before and after of the Kojak cast. Telly Savalas was born in 1922 in New York. The son of Greek immigrants, he served in the army during World War II and later worked as a producer and reporter for ABC News. His talent quickly drew attention and he transitioned to film, where he's shown in productions like On Her Majesty's Secret Service and even earned an Academy Award nomination for Birdman of Alcatraz in 1962. In 1973, Savalas cemented his name in pop culture by portraying Lieutenant Theo Kojak, a tough, sharp, sarcastic cop with an unmistakable style. That trademark lollipop became iconic, as did his famous catchphrase, "Who loves you, baby?" Kojak faced criminals with a mix of authority, dry humor, and an on-screen presence no one else could match. It's no surprise the character became a defining symbol of 1970s crime TV. After the series ended in 1978, Telly Savalas continued playing Kojak in several TV movies throughout the 80s and 90s. He also made appearances in films and special programs, always maintaining that elegant, commanding aura. His impact was so significant that Kojak is still remembered as one of the most iconic detectives in television history. Telly Savalas passed away in 1994 at the age of 72 due to complications from prostate cancer. Dan Frazier was born in 1921 in New York. Before joining the cast of Kojak, he spent much of the 1950s and 1960s appearing in police dramas, courtroom shows, and live television productions. Frazier also worked in theater, which helped shape his serious and dependable style. On Kojak, Dan Frazier played Captain Frank McNeil, Kojak's superior and longtime friend. McNeil was the guy trying to keep things under control while Kojak bent a few rules to crack the case. Over the course of the series, McNeil became an essential character, the balance between Kojak's impulsiveness and the internal pressures of the police department. After Kojak ended, Dan Frazier made appearances in popular shows like Law & Order and As the World Turns, as well as in independent films. He was never the kind of actor who sought the spotlight. He was that solid, reliable presence who elevated any production he was part of. Dan Frazier passed away in 2011 at the age of 90 from cardiac arrest. George Savalas was born in 1924 in New York. The brother of Telly Savalas, he served in the Pacific and was a decorated Navy gunner during World War II. After the war, he spent many years acting in the theater, performing in off-Broadway productions and studying dramatic arts with great dedication. On Kojak, George played the friendly and charismatic detective Stavros, one of the most memorable team members. Stavros was the good-natured, loyal officer who was always present during operations. He brought a lighter touch to the series, often serving as comic relief and adding a human, down-to-earth feel to the Precinct's dynamic. Stavros appeared frequently throughout all the seasons, becoming one of the most recognizable faces on Kojak's squad. After Kojak ended, George Savalas made a few smaller appearances on TV and in films, but gradually stepped away from the entertainment industry. With his health declining in the 1980s, he lived a more private life until his passing. George Savalas died in 1985 at the age of 60 due to leukemia. Kevin Dobson was born in 1943 in New York. Before becoming one of the younger and most charismatic faces in the Kojak cast, Kevin Dobson worked as a train conductor, a job he often said helped him understand people. When he decided to pursue acting, he began landing small roles on television. On Kojak, Kevin Dobson played Detective Bobby Crocker, the young, dedicated, and loyal partner of Lieutenant Theo Kojak. Crocker was essentially Kojak's apprentice, always alert, always learning, and always ready for action. Throughout the series, his character grows professionally, takes on more responsibility, and shows deep respect and admiration for Kojak. After rising to fame on Kojak, Kevin Dobson achieved another major success as Mac Mackenzie on Knots Landing, where he remained for more than a decade. He continued acting throughout the 90s and 2000s, appearing in TV shows, films, and even stage productions. Kevin Dobson passed away in 2020 at the age of 77 due to a heart attack. Christopher Walken was born in 1943 in New York. With his mysterious vibe, distinctive voice, and intense stare, Walken always had that strange presence that would later become his trademark in films like Batman Returns, Pulp Fiction, and so many others. But before all of that, yes, he was on Kojak. Christopher Walken appeared in the episode Kiss It All Goodbye, Season 4, Episode 22. In the episode, he plays Ben Wiley, an enigmatic character caught up in a robbery gone wrong. Even in just a few minutes on screen, it's impossible not to notice the talent that would eventually make him a star. It was a brief but memorable appearance, and it's always fun to see a future Hollywood icon sharing scenes with Telly Savalas so early in his career. After that appearance, Walken's career skyrocketed. He won an Academy Award in 1979 for The Deer Hunter, became one of the most versatile actors in the industry, and built a reputation for roles ranging from deeply dramatic to completely eccentric. Walken remains active in film and television, accumulating movies, awards, and fans over more than 60 years of career. Sylvester Stallone was born in 1946 in New York. Before becoming one of Hollywood's biggest stars, Sylvester Stallone lived a very tough life. He worked a variety of jobs to get by, studied acting whenever he could, and accepted practically any role that came his way. His talent hadn't been discovered yet, but his determination was already enormous. Among those early jobs came his brief appearance on Kojak. Stallone appears in the episode My Brother, My Enemy, Season 3, Episode 2. In the episode, he plays Detective Rick Daley, a young and impulsive police officer with sincere intentions to help people. Responding to a stabbing, he reacts too quickly and ends up killing a preteen boy. Kojak tries to protect Daley when the public demands justice, but begins to grow suspicious as inconsistencies in Daley's story start to surface. After his appearance on the series, Stallone continued fighting for a place in Hollywood until he wrote and starred in Rocky, the film that changed his life and forever marked pop culture. From there came Rambo, Cobra, Creed, and dozens of other productions that turned him into a global action movie icon. In addition to acting, Stallone also made his mark as a screenwriter, director, and producer, collecting numerous successes over more than 5 decades of career. Roger Robinson was born in 1940 in Seattle. He studied performing arts, built a career on Broadway, and became known for his strong stage presence. On television, he took on smaller roles in police dramas and other series, gaining experience until he earned the chance to join a high-profile production. On Kojak, Roger Robinson played Detective Gil Weaver, one of the most serious and dedicated members of the team. Weaver had a more reserved personality, but he always showed competence and determination in his investigations. He was that steady, focused, highly professional officer the squad could rely on. After Kojak, Roger Robinson continued working in both television and film, but it was on stage where he truly excelled. He won 2 Tony Awards, the highest honor in American theater, for his powerful and emotionally charged performances. He became an influential figure in the theater community and was highly respected by his peers. Roger Robinson passed away in 2018 at the age of 78 due to cardiac complications.
Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more amazing content, please consider subscribing to our channel. Don't forget to hit that like button and share this video with your friends and family. Your support means the world to us, and it helps us continue creating fantastic videos like this one. Thanks again, and see you next time.